Lia Thomas has been met with vitriol. She's been met with rumor, with people speaking anonymously and claiming their silence. She was the target of a peeping Tom in Florida hired by the Daily Fail to get shots of her and her teammates in her swimsuits. That was sick and kind of pervy to me. She's taken every hit in the jaw that you can take, and she's come up winning. And that's what I prefer to look at. She's a national champion and a 3-time All-American, and you don't have to give her love, but I will.
No, well, but can I both believe that everything you said is true and also believe that she has an enormous physical advantage because she was born as a man?
Well, first off, let's get that born as a man stuff out of the way. She's a woman. Trans women are women. And I know that you're trying to say man, 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 because that's the playbook, no. Dan. The first part of the playbook is say that transgender women aren't women and cisgender women stink at sports. That's what the playbook is. Well, we're not buying that playbook tonight, Dan. We're not running that. Run that playbook
I've referred to her
else.
as a woman. I've referred to her as a woman
You may have,
in
but
every
a lot
instance.
of people aren't. And the fact of the matter is you feel the need, you and other commentators feel the need to continually talk about man this and man that every chance you get. Cut it out, please. Seriously.
All right. So the answer to my question, though, is you don't think that it's connected, right? It's an unfair question for me to even ask, as far as you're concerned.
Well, here's the question. You want to talk about unfair? Let's talk about unfair for a second. In your mind, what was unfair about her competing this weekend?
Look, we could get into what the rules are via USA Swimming, whether it's enough time to be on hormone therapy, et cetera. The science is very unclear as to because we don't have studies yet, et
when
cetera.
it comes down to
but I can tell you one thing.
The NCAA
but I'll tell you what's unfair.
Had rules and regulations on. Okay, tell me what's unfair, Dan.
And
Let me hear this.
She adhered to the NCAA rules and regulations. I'm not saying she cheated. I'm saying
she also adhered to the previous FINA and IOC regulations. That was part of the deal when they changed the rules.
She didn't cheat. Let's be really clear. She did not cheat. No one here is alleging she. Let's agree. She did not cheat. But I'm asking the question simply whether it's unfair, whether the rules are inappropriate. And when I ask the question about her having an advantage physically, you accuse me of being, of asking an unfair question, an inappropriate question. No?
What I'm saying is, what I did say was everybody feels the need to talk about, quote unquote, when she was a man, when she was a male swimmer. Everybody has to go back to that. I think the proper term here is pre-transition. I can run with that. But this idea, transgender women are always painted with this brush, and it's annoying. Now, let's talk about fairness for a second, Dan. This is what fair means in an athletic contest. Were the lanes the exact same length for everybody? Did everybody swim 500 yards? Was there a false start? Did somebody get a contract with Mercury Marine to get an outboard motor? The answer to most of those questions is no, and the answer to the question of the distance they swam is yes. That's you could argue that's fairness. After that, it's about your training, it's about your coaching, and it's about the talent you bring to the table. And let me tell you, Leah's bringing some talent, but so are the people that she fought against. Let's talk about who's in that.
But hang on a sec. Hang on a sec. But using your example,
Erica Sullivan, an Olympian, she beat 3 Olympians. Give her love.
One sec. But using your example of, they're swimming in the same lane, they've all got arms. You could say men and women should be competing against each other, right? Using that argument of people being in the lane, they're just talent, et cetera. You put men and women together, and you just see how it goes.
Well, see, here's the thing. We're not talking about men versus women. Men don't compete against women. That's a moot point.
Saying you can make the same argument,
what I'm talking about is Lia Thomas. What I'm talking about is Lia Thomas, by every metric and every rule, was eligible to compete.
All right. That's true.
The NCAA ranking that she was eligible to compete, and she competed. She was first in the 500 free in a great race. She was also fifth in the 200 and 8 in the 100. That's not. You want to talk about dominance? You need to talk about Virginia. That is what dominance looks like. That whole team was awesome.
You get the final word. I'm quiet now. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.